So, I'm back again. Now it seems we are in full screen. It seems the windowed mode doesn't work, so I changed back to video capture and this works better. So, okay, let's start. We will start with an empty scene. Let's take this empty desert here, and today we like to build some ball path, and first I need a ball to play around with. Let's take this basketball here. Let me spin the sky quick, so it's better to so we have some frontal lighting. Okay, a bit better. And let's give this some pinball-like material. Let's take this chrome here, and we have a pretty falling ball. And now let's add some ramps. At first we like maybe we start with some zigzag pattern, and I know we have a half pipe element, so let's use this. Let me enter the part editor, and there should be a half pipe element. Half pipe, no, it's there it is, this one. Where do I place it? Let's place it here. It isn't okay. This one is still in progress, so let's add some generic material. Maybe it's painted wood, and let's change the color here to some bluish. Better. And we add this to our scene, and so okay, everything is falling down. That's because the half pipe isn't in the gameplay plane. Let's move it a bit to the left here, so we have this. We have the middle within the gameplay plane here, and let's make this half pipe fix, and yeah, we have our first obstacle. So okay, we like to have some zigzag movement, so maybe we decrease the size a bit, and let's copy this for some maybe so. This is what we like, and let's do some more. And another one. Good to have copy and paste. And let's test. And we have zig and zag. Oh, this was too small, or the ball was too fast. Okay. This works, but let's give it more space so it will run easily. Yeah. Okay, we have our zigzag introduction. Now let's add one step more. And now how do we like to continue? Okay, the ball is running down here and is exiting here to the right. So maybe we can continue this movement a bit and add some board. And where's the board? Okay, we need a board part. So let me make the desired part quickly. The wooden board is this. No, it's not the wooden board, it's just a board. Here's the board. Okay, so we had the board here, maybe a bit tilted, so the ball will increase in speed. Wow. So, it's not fixed, so let me fix this. Okay. Down, 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 and to the right. Okay. So we are down. Now let's lift it up again. How do we lift it up? We could build some kind of elevator. Let's build a simple elevator. So basically we require some kind of platform that is waiting down here, and let's move it up to here or something like that, and so we can continue our running up there. Okay, this elevator is kind of custom, so let's start with the platform, and I use this chessboard here because it has a perfect shape for an elevator, and of course it's more like a okay, we need some stopping element, so let's add a box down here. Now I placed the box below the chessboard, and if I select it, you can see there's a fixed connection. So at the moment they are connected together, or they are welded and will fall down. So let's change the connection type to a fixed connection. Now they are basically separate elements, and let's make this fix here, and okay, so now if I change it back again to show you something. If we like to build an elevator, we need some kind of upward force, and therefore let's add some force here. This is represented by this arrow. If I scale this up, the force is larger. So now you can see what I meant. The parts are welded together and they are both moving upwards, and now let's change this back to a slider. Go to a slider, sorry. This is a fixed connection here. We need a slider, of course, because the elevator should move in a straight upward movement. And now let's see what happens. The box is falling down and the platform is moving up, so let's fix this box. And now we have some first impression of an elevator, but of course this is way too early and way too fast, so we need some kind of logic that waits for the incoming ball or something. So let's remove this force for now, and now you can see a different effect. The platform will fall down because there's no force applied anymore. And this is a technical speciality, complicated word, and because both elements are connected with a slider and they won't collide, so I need some third object that doesn't belong to this pair. And let's add some more. We can reduce this a bit here, because this is only some kind of utility to basically provide the joint for the slider. And now we need some stopping element. Let's add some different box, and we join this to this box. And now we need the fixed connection here with the screw. And if I start this now, you will see the chessboard is connected with the small box with a slider. This gives us the straight motion ability, and the other box is connected with the screw kind of joint, and but is not connected directly with the chessboard, so the chessboard does collide with this lower box. And okay, Let's tune this a bit so in a way the platform won't fall down. I move this up here and we kind of hide the inner slider box, but we don't need it anymore. And now we have a stable platform that is able to move in a straight way upwards. Okay, we need some kind of logic now to cause an upward motion if the ball arrives on the platform. Therefore, we will need some detection functionality that is able to check if the ball has arrived. We either could check if the ball touches the platform directly. This could work, but I think this is too early. I like it. I think it's better to kind of check if the ball is more on the center of the platform. So we add a third box and a smaller one and give this hologram material. This is a special material in the game, and this material is not solid, so it's not an obstacle, it's only holographic. And I will show you if we will let it run. So and now you will see the ball is moving through the holographic material. Okay, now let's add some logic that checks if something is inside this holographic box. Therefore we can use inside checker chip. Let's place it here. Doesn't matter where it is placed because it's only visible in disk editor. And now I say, okay, I want to check this box, and I connect this with the upper input here that just wants to know what object to check. So if I connect this box with this upper input, I tell this chip check this box. There's another input here, as you can see. This is useful if you like to check for a certain object. So if, let's say, there are different balls in the game and you want only the red to check, then you can connect the red to this input, but for our elevator it doesn't matter. We just want to check if something or anything is inside here. Okay, we have the checker now, and let's call now we need our upward force again. So let me add a force. Basically it doesn't matter where we apply it. Of course in the center it's good for the physics, but let us place it a bit here, and I will scale it a bit up because we need it a bit larger. But if I think again, it doesn't matter because we have to trigger the force by logic. And now we have to tell the force, okay, the force should only apply if something is inside the chip. So as you can see, the force has two inputs here. The yellow one is an object pin again, as already the same as on the inside sensor, but the force already is connected as we snapped it onto the chessboard, so it will apply the force on the chessboard. I can connect another object to this pin, then the force would be applied to the connected object. So for our problem now, the lower pin is interesting because this is the amount of force we want to apply. So basically my thinking now is we do not apply any force as long as nothing is inside this holographic box, and as soon as something hits the box or penetrates the box, we want to apply a force that should cause an upward motion to the chessboard platform. Okay, let's do this. We connected the holographic box to the inside checker, and as soon as something penetrates this box, this checker delivers us a signal here on the right side. This is a side information. The left side on any chip are all inputs and the right side are all outputs. So if something is inside this box, there's a signal here. Basically, there's a 0 signal if nothing is inside, and 1 signal or true signal if something's inside. Okay. So we have to tell. We need some more. I need some constant here. This is just the amount of force. Let's say we want to apply a force of 15. If something is inside, so we have to combine the inside information with the desired force, and this is done by a simple multiplication. So I just multiply the output of the inside sensor with the amount of force that I desire and give the result of the multiplication to the force input of the force element here. And so if nothing is inside, there's 0 times 15, so the result is 0, and something is inside, there's 1 times 15, and the result is 15. So enough talking, let's check if this works. I started the simulation, the ball is incoming, and nothing happens. Why is that? This could be because our force is too low, possibly. So let's raise this up again. Let's see if this has success. There already was a light upward motion, and maybe you already have an idea what is happening. The ball is running through the box, and as soon as it leaves the box, no force will be applied anymore, so we have to kind of catch the ball on the platform here. So let's add some kind of railing that will keep the ball on the platform. Let me just browse the inventory a bit. Maybe these beams will work. So let's some kind of huge railing. And if I stop this ball right here, I have no chance to continue a rightward motion if the platform is has moved all the way upwards. So okay, so we kind of have to add some unloading functionality on the right side here later, but for now let's build the upward motion of the lift first. Okay, maybe this is already enough for the simple lift. Let me check if this will work. Okay, the ball remains inside. Okay, this was pretty fast, so maybe I go into slow motion here and use the following camera, and as you can see, the ball is inside. Maybe if we wait a bit, it looked like the ball rolled to the left. So now it stays on the platform. Oh, so it's up up into space here. Now it's coming down. Why it's coming down? Maybe the ball is way to the left and left the checker box. Yeah, it's out of the box, as you can see. This is really okay. Good. Now we have to limit the platform on some kind of on a certain height. So we need some stopping element up here. This is simply done by adding an obstacle. Maybe for now this crate will do, I think. So let's see if I have good eyes. And it's moving up. Ah, stop. Okay. This is some kind of weird elevator. Oi. Okay, the ball is still inside to some extent and causes an upward force, but now we yeah. What's the English word for eingeklemmt? I have no idea at the moment, so let's say the ball is eingeklemmt. Good. Let's tune this a bit so we avoid this einklemmen. And maybe we can reduce the force a bit so we don't have this kind of throwing motion at the top. Let's see, I've reduced from 50 to 30 and moved. This is interesting. This is too small. Let's see what 40 can do. No, we have a this is yeah. Okay, I think we have to extend this box, so this should be self-fulfilling if I let's move the force to the a bit to the right here or up there, and let's increase this box a bit. So my thinking now is to continue applying the force as long as something is inside. For now we wanted to check if the ball is inside, and if the ball is inside the platform should move up, but now we want to stay up there, and I'm not sure, but I think it could work if we are up here and then the static box up here will enter this holographic box, and the condition should be automatically fulfilled forever. What happened now? We moved the position of the force. This may be a physical. Let's increase the. Oh, I'm not sure. We are still in development here, and maybe the larger box now added some weight, although it's a holographic material, but I'm not sure. So let me reduce the size. No movement here. Maybe I didn't attach the. To ease this up, I use the object pin of the force and say I want to apply the force on this object, so I don't have to hassle around now with if the now it's better. Okay, and as you can see, this works, and we already have some kind of unloading mechanism here because we threw the box out of the platform. So I think I will use this, because if I add some kind of U shape up here, this could create some interesting motion. So we actually might have to increase the force to get the ball running and upward and down in U shape open at the bottom. So let's add some U shape kind of U shape here. And okay, to give you an idea of what I mean, I built some simple U, and let's move it here and make it static or fix it here. Let's see what happens. Way too slow. So we have to now we have to increase the force again. Let's make it really faster. But tattoo runter und bam. Okay. This now we have to synchronize it. The problem is the ball is here to the right, and we throw it into into the shape, but what we need is more like a clean entering of the beginning, so we really can follow the shape. Let me do a quick test. Maybe it is alright. If I move this a bit right here. Perfect. Okay, we have a zigzag downward movement, a bit to the right, upward movement. We have kind of a pinballish U-shaped movement. Now add some kind of pipes to roll through. Therefore I need a simple pipe or a tube. What's the difference between a tube and a pipe in English? Rohr and Röhre in German? I have no idea. Okay. Will this fit? Let us check. Okay, this should fit, so the ball should come down here, and let us... okay, I have to make this static. Let us check. And up there, whoops, awesomest. Didn't mean to move it. Okay, let's extend this a bit more and add some more pipes. Maybe we have another zigzag here and another pipe down here. Okay, maybe the ball is too fast after the first pipe. Let's check. No, it works. Ta-da! Okay. Zigzag, U-shaped. No, we could add some more. What could we add here? We could add. I kind of like the pushing effect of the first platform attempt. So let's build some kind of pusher here. As soon as the ball is here, the pusher may shoot the ball in a 45. Tube is Schlauch and pipe is Rohr. Okay, now I learned something. The puzzle in the goal in this puzzle, actually there is no defined goal, but if you like, I can show you how to turn such a kind of building experiment into an actual level. I will add this at the end of the stream. So for now, let's say we like to shoot the ball upward to the right here, and maybe add some kind of goalish element or some target element, and so we can create a task like throw the ball into some kind of goal. So let's copy this. Let's copy our elevator here and turn it into a kind of thrower. So an easiest way would be to just spin it about 45 degrees, and this should basically create a tilted platform. Yeah, awesome. Okay. Now this is an endless elevator again. Now let's turn this into a pusher at first, and therefore we have to say we need a larger force to get a short push, and we don't like to apply the force forever. So let me add some countdown, and therefore we have such a countdown chip here, and let's say we like to add the force for a quarter of a second, and as soon as the countdown is, or let me explain the countdown chip. The countdown is running, and as long as the countdown doesn't hit 0, it gives a 0 at the output, and as soon as it hits 0, it will give a 1 on the output. So by default the countdown is running as soon as the game starts, so we have to say, okay, we like the countdown running only if something is inside this holographic box here. So I will take the signal from the inside checker and control the countdown with it. So as soon as something is inside, the countdown receives a signal at the input and starts running. And as soon as the countdown is over, we wanted the force to stop. So basically we have to multiply this again. So let's copy the multiply chip, and we have to combine the desired force again. If I do it this way, now we would have the opposite effect, I think, because the countdown is 0 and the countdown is 0, and if it's ran down, it's 1. So actually we have a delay of a quarter of a second now, because if something is inside, the countdown will start running, and we will wait. At the moment we would wait until the countdown is over before the force is applied. So we have to tune this a bit in order to work as we want it to. For now I have to invert the signal of the countdown, therefore I use the not chip. The not chip simply inverts the signal, and let me think. We like to wait. If something is inside, the countdown is running. If it's over, we want a 0. So as long as it's running, it's a 1. And yeah, I think we will have to multiply this again with this. I think this should work. So okay, what did I do now? This is kind of a spider web here. Basically everything is allowed only if something is inside. So I use the signal here as a second input for this multiply, and I use the inverted signal of the countdown as the first input on this. So for now, if something is inside, this will turn true, and as long as the countdown is running, we invert the signal. So if something is inside and the countdown is running, we have our signal. As soon as the countdown is hit 0, we will receive this will give 1 at the output. We invert this, and now this is 0, and this is our controlling signal here, and the rest is the old signal with the just the force. I think maybe now I could even remove this connection, but I think this should work. Okay, let's check. Wow, as you can see, we have a short a quarter of a second the force applied. Okay, of course there's a way easier way to do this. We just could, let me show, we just could increase the force even more to some really huge value and add a stopping element here. This is a way more brute force approach to do this, and let me show you what I mean. Now the motion is stopped by this obstacle here, and tack. Yeah, this is Okay. Now you saw two ways to create such a pushing motion. One by doing it with the logic possibilities, and one by just adding physical obstacles. So for now I will keep this because this is a kind of motion I like. And let me rerun this to see where the ball is shot at. Okay, dip and dip. Okay, so maybe we can add some kind of goalish element here. And let's see, what could we shoot down? Maybe we add a table here. That's table too much. We add a table here. I have no idea why is the table up there, but this is a problem we can care about later. And let's see if I make this table static there, if the ball is reaching the top of the table. Yeah, this is good. Maybe so, and maybe we add something on the table. Let's what could we shoot down? Maybe some kind of crate stack. So let's see. Okay, the ball is too slow to be able. So let's make it faster. Let's even increase the force to 500. And okay, maybe we will shoot over the table now. Let's see. Ha! Okay. Good miss. So again. Okay. So as you can see, we made it. We hit the blue crate by incident, and this even could be kind of the task we like to create. Shoot the blue crate down the table, and okay, let's make this our task. So first let's give this table some visual base here, although the whole level is kind of hovering, but for now let's add some supporting rock here down here. I think I take another rock. We have larger rocks here in the game. I know we do. Let's make a part of this one and up. Okay, and make it static, and now some kind of mountain climber breakfast table up there. And now let's make a simple level out of this. At the moment, if I switch to player's perspective, as you can see, the player has nothing to do here. Everything is pre-built in the level. He just has to push start. Oh, there's a rock that shouldn't be there. Back to player. The player just has to push start, and there's nothing to do. It surely is interesting to look at, but this is no task. So let's add some player feature. As Crazy Machines is a chain reaction game, we like the player to complete chain reactions. So let's say we remove something from the level that is up to the player to build in. So let's remove this ramp maybe, and let's remove this obstacle, and yeah. So as you can see, if I now change to the player's perspective, two parts are missing first the lower half pipe here, and second the stopping obstacle here. So I take the role of the player and think, okay, I use the half pipe here and pass the first section, but now the platform is moving with the ball. This kind of actually would be really hard for the player to understand what is happening now, because the platform is moving with the ball, and the ball, due to the gravity that is working sideways here, the ball isn't really pushed. So we need this pushing obstacle here to get this shooting effect. This is only exemplary here. Yeah, okay, but we did it. We shot the blue crate down. And now let's say we need some success. Therefore I switch back to the editor, and let's add some simple success here. Therefore we have very simple goal elements. As you can see, this is kind of a target with a holographic cylinder, and if something or if anything is inside the cylinder, the game is succeeded. So you don't have to worry about building logic and stuff. And so let's say if anything falls down now from the top of the crate stack here, the game is succeeded. Now let me show you. As you can see, we get our green check mark and have completed our game. Okay, that's for now. Let me check the chat. Okay, I think I hope you had some fun, and it was kind of entertaining, and I think we really created some cool motion with this simple, very basic lift with this cool U-shape here, and with this pushing effect and how this works. Of course, this can all be visually pimped by adding even more details, even more effects, and it's kind of a really hard level, because the level this would be a hard level because the player would have to understand what is happening here, why the ball is shot if I stop it, and why it's not shot. But this is up to the player, and yeah, that's for today. I hope you had some fun. Goodbye.